Canty, check.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Snorlax, check.
I am here.
And our special guest, Brigadier Jo, check.
Wow, I am here.
Don't fucking like do that to
A
him.
little bit.
Don't fucking say his full government Twitch name.
That's what I
All
said
right.
my whole essay name. It's Brigadier Jo.
Hey everyone, welcome to the official first episode of the Run It Back podcast. Today is a little bit of a weird day. We have a special guest. Sadly, Tox can't be here for a few episodes because he's sick and then he's also in school. But he'll talk about more about that when he comes back. But today we have a very special guest. Let's get into it. Now, with me today, as always, my boy Calm, my dude Canty, and then our special guest, the one and only. You might see him on Twitch, you might see him stream, you might see him in Twitch chats, but it is Brigadier Jo, or just to us, Joe. What's up, man?
That's me. What's good?
What's up, boy?
What's good, Joe?
I'm chilling, bro.
So today is going to be a pretty interesting day. A lot of gaming news happened within the week. Pretty nuts. We have the biggest Sonic fan you will ever know. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it. Let's hit everybody with the running back of the week. What the boys have been up to, what the vibe been up to. And, just to see how our week has been. Let's start off with our special guest.
This week has been a little interesting. Did some drawing, did some commissions.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of streaming. Still streaming. That's been fun. So, yeah.
Okay.
Canty, run us through your week, man.
Bro. Honestly, I have been doing some school, because school's going to be almost over for me. So I'm trying to get all these finals, these projects going on and everything. Yeah. And just trying to get everything shit together, pretty much. Doing some stuff behind the scenes with Quizzy. Hopefully it comes out very soon after the podcast. We will see. Streaming-wise, I finished Dead Space 1. And holy shit. That was scary as hell. I've been, like, losing my mind. Other than that, though, I'm trying to beat the Dead Space trilogy for my streaming-wise. Trying to finish school. And working some stuff behind the scenes. That's on that. On that, I slept for like 16 hours today, so I am out here. I just knocked out. My body collapsed on me. But other than that, I feel energized. I'm ready for today. I'm ready to take on the weekend.
Sounds good. Calm, run us through your week, man.
So most of my week, as we'll go along, everyone who views or listens, you'll learn very quickly that I'm a workaholic. So all I did was work. Whether it be at my actual job or on my computer working with like music or editing and all that. But yeah, that's all I did. I had a meal.
Yeah, busy man.
Yeah.
And my week has been, pretty alright. Trying to get stuff set up for my potential stream, playing games, watching a lot of gaming trailers. Mm-hmm. Analyzing it, because I'm kind of one of those people that analyzes gaming trailers. I look in the hidden details. Yeah. But yeah, just normal week, nothing crazy. Hot as hell, I tell you that much. Over here in New York, man, it's just boiling.
It's really bad out there.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's just I hate the heat. Everybody will like.
Shout out to
you
the
guys.
heat,
You guys
bro.
listening will come to know that I don't like the heat, and then we have a heat enthusiast over here.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Great.
Why do
The
you
heat's
love the
not
heat?
good.
Why do
Bro.
you like the
Yes, it is.
It's
Because
the
I hate
worst.
the cold, bro.
No, but like you don't have
I'd
to
rather
love
be
the
freaking
cold.
steaming than freezing. Come on now.
What?
Whatever.
Good, bro.
Running back of the week is over. These guys have been busy. I've been chilling, but I helped them out too. Let's get into the main topic of today, gaming. If you know anything about
Gaming.
in the past few days, gaming has been exploding with a lot of news, a lot of leaks, a lot of disappointments.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about it. Let's start off with State of Play. State of Play was yesterday. Yeah, it was. I mean, personally, I think the State of Play was 10 out of 10. I don't know. I didn't find anything that I didn't like. There was indie games that I probably won't play, but I don't know. A lot of the things looked good. Like,
I don't think there's anything bad.
No, yeah.
Like everything was, even the indie games were all like good.
To be honest, I thought that shit was gonna be complete dog shit in the beginning, because we had some disappointments in games. They're like, oh, this isn't in. This is what we wanted.
True.
But this state of play really broke our ankles with some announcements for everybody.
Yeah.
That shit was.
I mean, it was super surprising for them to start off with RE4 remake, which looks great. I mean, it's not like a new Resident Evil game, which a lot of people would be like, oh, the remakes are kind of, but this remake is kind of important. This is a lot of people's favorite Resident Evil. Personally, it is my favorite, but I do like the wackiness of the other games that came out afterwards. RE5, RE6, RE7. RE7 is probably like my second favorite one, if you don't count the remakes, because I do love Resident Evil 2 remake. It's probably one of the best games that's ever come out in the last 3 years. But yeah, I don't know. Them starting off with it was really good because it's kind of promising. And then they went into the VR stuff. Like, did you guys feel about like the VR stuff looked kind of sick? Like there was some games that were like, wow, is this really in VR? Like, Horizon was surprisingly like a VR game.
Horizon looked mad nice.
That actually broke my ankles.
I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
it's in like it's VR.
When the VR stuff came up, I skipped it when I watched the state of playback.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my days.
Do better.
It's not bad.
It looked, because the Horizon stuff was like you're your own character. You're not Aloy.
Oh,
So
that's it.
it's like
its own
separate.
thing.
It's separate from her story.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looked good. There was a lot of other VR stuff. I just think now VR is getting like a more enticing to buy a VR headset.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just looked good. It was real. Like other games, like the Resident Evil games, look good, but I'm like, I'd rather just sit on a controller and play this on a screen rather than experience it. But I don't know. Horizon looked pretty promising. But yeah, VR. I think VR is getting better by the year. If I'm being real.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of people are going to buy the new Resident Evil VR, especially now they're going to do Resident Evil 4. But what was it, Resident Evil 8 that's going to be VR now? That's the last one that came out? I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that one because a lot of people enjoyed 7. That was the first experience that people experienced, like, I guess, horror games in VR. So, like, I think people are going to enjoy this. It's cool to see people play in that version, and then like it's cool to see like what's it like to be in first person as the main character for that type of environment of the game. And honestly, I'm glad they've been doing that for Resident Evil because I think VR games just work. People loved Resident Evil 4. I could see Resident Evil 4, the classic one, VR. So I can see why people will love this one and then the new one that's going to come out as well.
Yeah, see.
What? Oh, I don't know. But yeah.
My whole thing with VR is the only things I would play in VR are probably Beat Saber, and if there's like a good ass fighting game in VR, I might play it. I don't know why. That just sounds like a good idea. But
a fighting VR?
Yeah, a fighting VR.
A fighting VR would go crazy.
That could work. I mean, they did that for boxing stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a VR boxing. But I mean, like the first like VR game was Wii boxing.
True.
Yeah.
Because you were like, you had the nunchucks and everything.
That shit was hard though.
It was.
I love that game.
And then I guess like the other big thing that they showed off was Spider-Man on PC, Spider-Man PS4 on PC, which that was a big shocker. I didn't really think they were gonna ever do that. But I guess the hype of 2 really like brought them to like, let's just put this on the PC because they were putting all the other exclusives on PC like Horizon. I think God of War is on PC, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
God of War
older
is on
games
PC.
are. Yeah. So.
Yeah, God of War, and I think Horizon's on PC too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Horizon, and there was another game too. I forgot. No, it was just Horizon.
Another PlayStation game? I thought it was just those.
I think it was
At least
Horizon.
exclusive PlayStation games. Some of them are on.
Yeah,
I
some
feel-
exclusives are on PC.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad though because I mean, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man on PC is a W. I'm excited for the mods that are coming out and everything, but people really, and I want it for myself, and I think people want this for themselves, is want Bloodborne on PC. That's what people were expecting.
Is it not
But they
on
didn't
PC?
get it again. No,
It's never been on PC.
never got that PS5
I don't
upgrade.
know how it's not.
Never got the PC upgrade. I'm just like, that's crazy when it's like one of
Honestly-
the best PS4 games.
Yeah.
I never really fault them for never putting it on the PC because it is a big game.
Mm-hmm.
They were never really prepared for it because were doing it on the PS4, early days of the PS4, and it's like they don't want to like screw it up or like take away from the experience or like mess it up in sort of ways. But it's just like by now they should have done it, but it is what it is. You know, they're making other games. They're doing all this other stuff. You know, Elden Ring just popped off, so I mean,
That's true.
it is what it is. But I guess people just have to be a little bit more patient. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, but it's not really my place to say. You know, everyone's been clamoring for it, so yeah. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on, the next big thing that we saw this way to play was Street Fighter 6.
Yes, sir.
And
Street Fighters, guys.
right, like oh my goodness.
I'm about to play the
it-
fuck out of that game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a very return to form kind of Street Fighter now. It's like it's simple, but if you've played the Street Fighters before and you know it, it's just a lot easier for you. And obviously they're making it simple for the casuals and they're giving it this whole like hub world thing where you can have your own character and walk around and other shit like that. So it's like it's single player content with obviously the regular just fighting people online and like fighting just like straight up like you know training room and things like that. But you also have like a battle hub. You have like a single player thing like where you take your character through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. There's a lot of single player stuff they've never done like this before.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, you know. Like I'm a big Street Fighter guy. Street Fighter 3 was the first fighting game I ever played. Way back when, Jesus. But yeah, I really like. I don't know. The trailer just impressed me. Like I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How do you guys fuck with it?
To be honest,
I personally didn't see a problem with it.
I didn't see a problem with it.
I just thought it looked nice.
Yeah, my thing is, I think I'm gonna be mostly playing the single player content. To be honest, because
Really?
yeah, because it looks like fucking what's the game? I watched Max's video on it. It looks like Def Jam. How their single player mode. You create a character, you give him his own drip, his own different moves and stuff, and that was just so fun to do. And if Street Fighter 6 does that, now my character gonna be nice for real. He gonna have hands.
I mean, with me, this makes me want to go back to Street Fighter again because I love Street Fighter Third Strike. That is one of my favorite Street Fighter games of all time. And seeing like the trailer go like crazy with the colors and everything, and with like new hip hop music, it made me so happy. It brought me back like as a kid, feeling that Third Strike vibes again with the new era of music and like the gameplay. I love how colorful the gameplay is. I love how the characters look so far. I'm curious who's going to be in it next. I don't care. I say bring in more new characters, bring in new faces for the franchise to get new people into the franchise. And bring back the old characters when you feel like it. Because, you know, don't get me wrong. I love Ryu. I love Chun-Li. They look fucking phenomenal.
They look good.
But bring in some new characters. Bring in, like, the new generation. I want Sean back from Street Fighter 3. And I have a feeling he's going to come back. But only time will tell. Other than that, I'm feeling it. I want it now. What blew my mind, though, was that the Xbox, it's going to be on Xbox too, Series X.
Yeah, a Street Fighter game is back on the Xbox.
You can play
Now,
it.
if it's on crossplay, then Capcom's taking a step forward.
I think
But we'll
that's
see.
where they're
I think
going
that
with,
yeah,
right?
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
By seeing
Because,
Xbox
like-
on it.
No, I don't know if it's. Well, I've never heard anything about it because clearly, Canty, you haven't seen leaks of the.
No,
character
I want to, but I want to save myself for it.
It's gonna be kind of hard to avoid it.
Yeah, no, people have been putting like the spoiler tag for the gameplay leak for this character. I don't know how they fucking found it, but they did. And then like I just didn't watch it. I want to build up to the hype for like the HD trailers and shit. But we'll see. I could be totally wrong.
I mean, apparently
Wait.
there's been like what is it? There's like an alpha demo in Asia.
Yeah, there's
wow.
several leaks and stuff that are just
It's been out there.
yeah.
For like a few hours.
That sucks though, man.
No. But honestly, the character roster is probably the most impressive thing.
Yeah.
No.
The character roster good. Okay.
Just to
Okay.
give
It's
y'all
just-
a little hint, if y'all don't want to get spoiled, which it's a fighting
Yeah.
game. Who fucking cares? It's not a single player game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new characters. a lot, like a lot more than
That's
there were
good.
in 5.
Right.
That's a step forward for me.
There's a lot, and there's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of classic returning characters because you're gonna have a Street Fighter game without like some of these mainstays. Come on, bro, don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the returning the returning they all have redesigns, by the way.
Yeah, they all look different.
They're all
They all look very different. Like for the better or for the worse?
for the
I think
better.
they
I don't
look
think there's
good.
a
Oh my
bad.
God.
There's not a bad redesign in my eyes. Like I look
Okay,
at all of
good.
them, I'm like, holy fucking shit. Which I'm happy,
Yeah.
but I'm also kind of salty because
That's fair.
personally,
Oh, I saw
they're-
some of them actually. They look pretty nice.
yeah.
I know. Who,
I say I'm salty because my character isn't there. If you guys don't know, my first ever fighting game main was Dudley from Third Strike.
Best.
He's like one of the best design characters ever made. He's the drippiest fucking Street Fighter character to ever exist. He's the classiest Street Fighter ever. He's fun. He's sick, and he wasn't in 5. I mean, I could be wrong. They could add more as a base roster, but
Oh, they're gonna add a bunch of
I'm
more.
kind of
dude.
a little salty that Dudley isn't mainstay, but it is what it is. And also Adon isn't there, who's also my
Really?
main. And yeah, he's not. Yeah, Adon is kind of my main in 4, but since Dudley is there too, he's not my complete main. And also in Street Fighter 4, they added Juri, which she was like the third character I played a lot.
People,
She was great. I didn't
love
play her a
Juri.
lot in 5 because I just didn't like the way that Juri played in 5. It kind of just... She's cool. She's not terrible. She's not...
No, she's
that-
fucking awesome. But
Yeah, she's
holy
not that
shit.
different, but the way that they made 5 kind of just like took a lot away from her, which sucks, but it is what it is. 5 is fun, but it isn't like something I play every day.
So who like Dudley's your favorite character of all time in the Street Fighter franchise?
I mean, yeah. Like Dudley is like just that dude for me. Like
I felt that.
that's the love of a Rushdown character for me. Like
I-
Third Strike.
No, I get it because me, I mean, y'all know me. My favorite character is Ibuki because I love ninja characters and everything. And like she's the one that stood out to me as like besides the main roster Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li and all them, Ibuki was the character that I was like, yeah, this is super fucking cool. I like her. I want to practice this character when I was playing fighting games before. What about you, Com? Who's your fave?
you know, this is gonna be like horrible, but I'm a Ken guy. Ken is my
That's fine.
dude.
Why would that be horrible?
Because it's a
No, because
basic
people
ass
shit on
character.
Ken. I guess you don't
Yeah,
see the problem.
everyone shits
Wait,
on
do they?
Ken.
Why?
Oh, because
Everybody.
Ken is like the second coolest character ever.
No, dude,
People
I
shit on him
fucks
because
with Ken.
No, Ken has always been sick. Hello.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite, but people shit on him for like I guess like Ken players or something like that. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Is online Street Fighter 5 Ken player.
There you go. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I didn't.
Oh man,
buy
they
that
did him
game.
dirty that day.
I know
like,
someone like Joe. Joe is pretty like. I would imagine Joe, you're pretty impressed with like the music and everything, because you're a big
Oh, the music was
music.
sick.
Yeah, you're a big
Yeah.
music guy for games and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, if the music's good in the game, then like you got me, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
So yeah, it's super like I was telling all of you guys before, but I was just like, I wanted 6 to be a combination of 3 and 4, and I think that's what we got.
I know. That's why I'm so happy.
Honestly, I don't know if it's the same gameplay wise, because there is parries. Like there is the like parries there.
yeah.
There's a focus attack looking like attack. Like I don't know if it's exactly focus attack, but it looks a lot like 3 and 4 together, but with also 5, because 5 had V skills and V triggers and all that mess.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think they're just taking a lot of those aspects from all those games into this game just to make it more appealing. Because believe it or not, a lot of casuals love 4 and they don't like 5. So
No, that's fair.
No, I
Here's the
get
thing about 5, and I just want to say that I'm not an expert when it comes to fighting. I feel like 5 was, of course, very rough in the beginning, but like after all the DLCs that came, I mean, like the latest, the last season when the characters came out, like Dan, like that shit
the
actually
last
broke
season
my
was
ankles.
Dan, Rose, Oro, Akira from rival schools, and Luke. Luke is like future of Street Fighter.
When I saw Akira from rival schools, I was like, holy shit. I have not seen this character in years. And I loved rival schools growing up. I loved playing that game. But I'm just like, I feel like, they're taking a step forward of like who to put and who not to put for like the future of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to put more, like, one guest character here and there from a different series.
Yeah,
think it's-
that would be the move. I would like that for it to be the case, but obviously, Capcom's not really one to do that. They're not known for that,
Right.
Like
That's true.
SNK is more known for that, doing it in their other games and like doing it in their own games, and then like obviously going out to branching other games. But obviously, Ryu's been in other things. He's been in Smash. Akuma's in Tekken.
Yeah.
So it's not that far fetched that. Who knows? Maybe we can get a Tekken character.
I'm gonna say something
Oh.
wild, and y'all probably not gonna like me for it.
Which one? What's up?
I want Krillin in Street Fighter 6.
Anyways, moving on.
Alright, moving on.
No.
Bro, no,
Wait.
don't even entertain him. No.
What do you
Don't.
mean?
I am entertained. Why?
Why? Okay, so I was like, what if we get a fighter's character in fucking Street Fighter? I was like, just to entertain the idea. I was like, it
Give me a Monster Hunter in Street Fighter.
true
Who says
that too.
That could work. They
But-
put costumes in 5. It could work.
But I was like,
Yeah, there are Monster Hunter costumes in 5. Yeah.
I was like, they could put no Saiyan or no fucking alien. And I was like, wait,
That's true.
what about the boy, the man, the myth,
Yeah,
the
just put the
legend,
human character.
Krillin?
Put the short character. Put.
Jesus Christ.
You know how?
But yeah, Joe, they have
gas.
Rathalos. Rathalos is on Ken
Yeah.
as a skin.
That's gas.
Ibuki has
He has a-
Kirin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Kirin? Yeah, Ibuki has Kirin, and then Mika has Zenogre.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I mean, Jahu, what was your? Did you ever get into Street Fighter? Do you have a favorite character?
I play 4 the most. I used to play the mess out of that.
Who was your character?
Vega and Akuma.
Vague. Oh my.
Let's go, man. That's a very like.
No, Vega was mad fun.
He was, but he was super annoying. So yeah, I get it.
That's super toxic. Like he said Vega, and then he went straight to Akuma.
Right.
That's hilarious.
He said, "I'm trying to
See-
fuck
Those are my
people up."
boys, bro.
But you see what I
play,
mean, right? Like 4 is super casual. Like a lot of casuals just like 4.
It's true.
No, 4 was just mad fun. I mean, I didn't like know that much about it, but like I played it a lot.
Freaking Did you play Oni, or no?
I did not know.
Oh,
I feel like
That's
everybody
your-
played Evil Ryu.
that's his character. That's the energy Joe brings. Is Oni.
Well, yeah, because his goddamn profile picture is just fucking Thanos.
Yeah,
They're
that's
both the same. Like they're not indifferent, and then also it's kind of like, I think 4 was like big because it like Street Fighter came back in a big way, and it's like the more iterations they did, kind of made the game better. That's why.
Yeah, 4 was mad fun.
I liked 4. I mean, 3 will always be my favorite, but I had a lot of good memories with 4 growing up.
I only played a little
Trying to
bit
beat-
before, but I've only heard good things about it.
It's
Trying
fun.
to beat Seth on the hardest difficulty is the worst thing imaginable.
No, that show was
Bloody.
toxic. I'm never going through that again. No, I don't
yeah.
care. I hate that.
And also like the new characters for 6. Like I said, Ganty, there's a lot of new characters.
That's good. I mean, that makes me happy. It's like
If I
bring
look
in
at the picture, let me.
fresh faces.
They teased a couple in the trailer, did they not?
Well, yeah, they're like in the background. You can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, how many new
actually,
characters? Mine is Jamie and Luke.
Mhm.
So mine is them two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's
So
Kimberly,
there's
who was
8.
in the
There's
trailer.
8 new characters next to all the
shit.
returning characters. So
honestly, that's
That's a
actually
lot.
a lot.
you know
That's
how
a
many
lot.
5 had? I think 5 only had like 4.
Do you see a
Ed
character that I would like for new?
for new?
Yeah, like a new character. Because I'm assuming I'm gonna say Boogie's not gonna be there because she's been in like 3 games back to back. As much as I love her, but do you think there's a new character that I would like, a fresh face?
There
can send me a
is-
picture. I don't
think
even know anything about it.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
She's like an American character.
Okay.
She looks cool. Jamie is cool. There's a French character with pink hair. She's kind of
Pause.
hot. I can send
she-
you the picture if you want it.
If you
It's-
want, send me the one with the pink hair.
It's in,
I'll spoil myself on
I'll
that
send
one.
you. I'll send you the whole roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
But,
they-
I'll
uh,
DM it to you so you
they
don't have to
look-
look through.
You know what?
Good.
No, I think I did get spoiled because people were. I thought it was fan art. I think I saw Cammy on accident. Cammy got leaked and stuff.
I'm gonna say
So I'm just
you
like-
probably didn't, but
I did it.
I sent it to you.
All right, let me see. Hold on, I'll be the judge. All right, I'm getting spoiled. I'm not gonna spoil too much. Oh, she's amazing. No, I love
Yeah.
her. She's so she has a cool fit. Wait, hold on. Who's the one with the
Yeah,
headphones?
look at the
It looks
redesigns
cool.
for all the old characters. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone. Oh wow.
yeah.
Nah, everyone looks
You
good.
see why I'm playing Ken?
Yeah, nah, yo, he looks like he's yo. I'm not gonna lie, Ken looks like he's been going through a lot of shit. Why does he look like he's going through a lot of shit like Terry?
Yeah, that looks a
dude.
little like Terry.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil about the new characters, but everyone looks fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna say who's coming back too, but yeah, nah, they look good. Everyone looks fucking great. I like it. I'm digging it so far. Oh, hold on, the girl, the last character. Oh, hold on, she's kind of bad. Who's she?
I think she's from China. That flag.
Yeah.
The one
yeah.
all the way at the end.
Okay. No, this brings me hope. And what's cool is too, like people are like, oh, if they're not in the game, Makoto or Sean, like DLC still, they're gonna go with DLC for a very long time. Look at
I don't
Street
know,
Fighter
people are
5.
like so weird about that. They're like, if my character isn't, I'm not gonna play. I'm like, who cares, bro? Like, you're
You know who
I'm
should-
not gonna buy it.
yeah, like what?
You know who should come back?
Mm-hmm.
Q. I want Q.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Q
yeah.
from Third Strike.
Third
I love Q.
We'll see. Because we'll see. I'm not too sure about who they will bring back or who they won't. But yeah, Street Fighter looks good. I think I am pretty impressed though. The music, the gameplay, the hub. You know, it being for beginners, which is nice. It gives the casual people something.
Yeah. Good first impression. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good step forward. I'm excited for what's gonna come next.
Yeah. And now, for one of the biggest games revealed at the State of Play, Final Fantasy 16. Holy shit!
You
I
guys have
cannot-
been waiting.
I cannot express the amount of love that I got watching that whole trailer for Final Fantasy 16. Now, granted, it's been a while. It's been ages. But I think Final Fantasy 16 is the best impression about State of Play. It's incredible. It just looks it looks good. It's interesting. I was questioning the story because I was like, what is going on? But I want to, like, you guys can tell my excitement, but I want to know the fellas, what they think about it. Now, what does Joe think about it? Because Joe is obviously one of the ones that isn't into Final Fantasy. He's not, he
Yes.
hasn't played
Final
it.
Fantasy, my favorite series.
Oh, my God. But no, Joe.
Listen.
You've seen the
All
trailer.
right, I'll say this. I've never played Final Fantasy. I always thought it looked cool though.
Retweet.
And this one looks kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I might need to give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Do you think you'll play the others? Not like every single game, but like, will you go back and
I
play
would
like,
go back and play them honestly. Like
You would? I don't think
probably
I could.
would.
I can't.
I
get
don't
into
see
it.
why not.
let's go.
I think because I'm on the same boat with Joe. I never got into the Final Fantasy series when I was young. Like I know Final Fantasy VII is like one of the best Final Fantasy games of all time. And like seeing Final Fantasy 16, I was like, whoa, like that caught my interest. I want to be a new Final Fantasy fan. I think the combat looks phenomenal. The music is like fucking incredible. And I think the story is going to be very interesting. It looks like it's going to a dark turn. I don't know if this is new for Final Fantasy, but it looks like it's going to be a very dark story from my point of view.
I mean, it's super like
It's
it seems like we're involved in a war, which that's not really what Final Fantasy is. Like there are war stuff,
Final
but
Fantasy.
it's more like a contained story. But this seems like a whole like
This is a whole
country.
ass
Every
war.
game is separate from itself, right?
Yes.
Like every game is its
Yeah.
own story. Okay, cool.
They're supposed to be like connected in a way, but I never found like how all these games connected, how they would seem. Because a lot of the times, in some of the Final Fantasy games, the world explodes.
Yeah.
Like
People,
What?
The entire world.
the
blows
Earth
Yeah, to be
blows
honest.
up.
All right.
But yeah, this game has the combat director from DMC5.
Really? Oh, I'm
And
tapped in
MVC
then.
too.
I love DMC5.
Yeah, and MVC too. Yeah. A lot of the older, like 13, 12, 14, a lot of those guys are working on 15. And then, like, the
16.
music producer of, like, 14 and, like, all the other games are in this. So there's a lot of, like, great talent behind this game. So it's, like, it's impressive. It looks impressive. It sounds impressive. The story is the only thing that's kind of worrying for a lot of Final Fantasy games because the trailers never really express what the fuck the story is. But it seems like a very good controlled environment where it's like point A, point B, point C, this, and that. It happens, you know, you get through. The main character looks sick.
So
The
far.
whole thing with the summons that you become, the summons, that's tight.
That's new, right?
That's
I'm
it's
trying to become a
newer.
summon for real.
It's newish. It's not. You can use the summons in the older game, but it's just like
Right.
this is like you become the summons, and they look a little different from what they used to look like Ifrit, Shiva, right, and then Odin. Odin is like you obviously know.
Odin's a little different, yeah.
Yeah. And then Titan is back too. We haven't seen Titan in a long time.
And
So, yeah.
they keep flipping around Titan's name because it's either Titan or fucking Gaia, and they never keep it consistent. But
In this game, they call him Titan.
yes, but oh my god, I've been waiting for this shit because
I know.
what's crazy is I'm kind of picking up what the story is. So from what I'm gathering, it is these it's these couple of countries are on this island, and they're trapped on they're on this island together fighting for dominance of which space, and they have people controlling these icons or dominance or summons. So each country has a couple of their own, and then there's this one guy who's kind of like fucking Delson Road type beat, taking people's dominance and using them for himself. So you're going around capturing and possibly killing other people who can summon and taking their power. That's what I'm gathering from it. If that's it, it's gas. I'm in. I'm down.
No, yeah. It seems like the main conflict is surrounded by the summons, and that's kind of interesting because there's never really. I don't know if there's like a specific origin for the summons. I know like they're supposed to be super magical beings and stuff like that, but there's not really like I want to know if there's this like the origin point of like where the summons become the summons. Like I don't know if like we're gonna see a backstory for every single one of them. I don't know,
Right.
but pretty excited. It looks incredible.
Yeah.
Obviously, thank God that this game is out because the two people here who are not into Final Fantasy are considering playing Final Fantasy games, which is pretty sick.
No, it looks good.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
a
looks
lot.
good. I mean, here's the thing though, and I don't know anything about it, but people are feeling, a little nervous about Final Fantasy 16 story. Like I said, because Final Fantasy 15 was a lot of a mixed emotions, including the DLC as well. Do you guys feel nervous about that, or do you guys think it's gonna be different this time? You think it's gonna be balls off the walls? Like, how y'all feeling about that?
I don't think I'm nervous. I'm just wondering if they're actually going to connect it to the other games, because a couple of other games that were like big on like summons and shit was Final Fantasy 13. And the story for 13 was pretty good, but there was some iffy especially the first one.
It's a very selective story. Like 13 is regarded as a good game, but a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like I don't hate it as much as some people. I don't know. Some people are like really like angry about it. I'm not too. Like I love Lightning. She's great.
yeah.
The story wasn't bad. I think the combat is fun.
Yeah.
There are like really bad spots. It's like early like early stuff that gets you. And then also like I don't know, maybe the story isn't there for everybody, but it's not terrible. It's not like 12. Like I forget 12 exists.
Yeah. But
Like after
Yeah.
10, I'm just like there was 12?
right.
what?
I don't even remember 11, to be honest.
No, you don't. No.
Like,
You
what is
don't.
that game? But
Because I mean there are like characters that are cool that that you see around. Yeah, if you played like mobile games for Final Fantasy, there's like a lot of characters from those games. But I don't know, it's just like I'm not too worried. That's not what I'm not trying to say. It's just like I think I'm more of like I'm curious. Like I want to know a little bit more. So there's
I think it's a step forward because if they're trying to get new audience's attention, it's working for me. Like I want to play this on stream one day whenever it comes out, and hopefully I have a PS5 by then. And I feel like Joe would like this too.
It's coming
as
to
a new
PC.
Final Fantasy fan.
well,
Bro, he's the only one that has a fucking PS5. He's the only one that can play it.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no.
I'm pretty sure I have
In
a
the-
PS5 by then.
No, in the launch or the initial trailer, they showed it was gonna be on PC.
Well,
might be later,
but
though.
like you know how great your PC has to be.
That shit's gonna be.
Panty's on a
lot.
laptop, bro.
True.
Yeah, my
I
shit would
forgot.
explode.
Yeah, my shit's about to explode.
Yeah,
My bad.
Wait,
but
it looks good. I'm excited.
excited.
I've been excited ever since the first trailer.
you've been waiting.
Oh, that main character is probably the best main character we've had in a while.
In a long
He does
time.
look better than Noctis. Nobody shoot me. I swear to God.
No, you're absolutely
God.
right. He looks way better
He
than
looks
Noctis.
way better than Noctis.
Oh no, the Final Fantasy 15 fans are coming.
They can eat my ass for all I care.
I never said Noctis
Oh,
looks
okay.
better, right? I'm a 15 enjoyer. I do like it. It did get better with the DLC, and I do love the ending to that story. Future Noctis, old man Noctis.
I did cry at the end. It
I
did
did
hit
too.
me.
Yeah, I cried too, right, Joe?
For sure, man. Yeah, I played this whole thing. It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad because we did the co-op stream. Cool.
Oh
And
yeah.
it seems like Ifrit is like the main boss. Like he's the main villain. Like I don't know. Like they showed him a lot in the trailer. He's on the logo. He's the last summon we see in the trailer. So I don't know. Maybe Ifrit plays a bigger part. You
I
never know.
think it's actually that, but it's like a tie-in of Ifrit is the villain that all of the other summons are watching out for, trying not to intervene with, but also the main character. I think the main character has Ifrit. I think that's his summon.
No, I think he has Phoenix.
No, I don't.
Well, whatever.
Time will tell.
I think he'll have them all.
Because the
at some
summons
point,
are
though.
kind of the only thing that links all the games together. If a Final Fantasy game has summons, like the big ones, that's kind of the only recurring character. Like Ifrit is in a lot of the games because he's a summon.
Odin is as well.
Odin is there. She was there.
Gaia.
We haven't seen Titan in a while. That's what, but he's been in some of them.
Fuck, I'm gonna keep calling him Gaia. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta stop
I'm
that.
so
Liz.
upset.
But yeah, also, some people thought we were gonna get, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I didn't think that. I wasn't one of those people that are like, yeah, we're gonna see it in the State of Play because
No.
we could see something in Summer Games Fest. Maybe.
I
don't think so. Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think so. It's
Andy.
very
Because
low.
here's the thing: did they even show Forspoken?
No.
No, that's a
They already-
She
they already-
didn't.
Yeah.
No, they showed a lot of that game though. They
No,
showed
but
like a whole ass gameplay trailer.
Forspoken was supposed to come out in fucking March.
Well, obviously
It
they
was?
pushed
I thought it was
back.
gonna come out in June.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in June, and they delayed it till it's actually delayed indefinitely. I think.
Oh shit.
Well, it's actually
Well-
good. It's
Yeah.
actually good.
For Bozar, I guess.
These
I think Final Fantasy VII will be shown in the Game Awards at the end of the year. That is my.
Maybe. I do see that. I see
'Cause
that being the thing.
They will talk about it more next year after Final Fantasy 16. But I think it's going to be a teaser logo for like the Game Awards if they want to. We'll see. I could be wrong.
More news that has happened recently in gaming world. Well, it's not this week. It's been a few past weeks. But Monster Hunter, Sunbreak, the new DLC.
Need it in my
Need
veins.
it.
Yeah. It's been pretty big ever since they started rolling out some more news. But yeah. Let's talk about it. It's pretty big. All four of us have been waiting patiently, I swear. For this game or for this expansion. I'm one of the many people that say Iceborne is one of the best DLCs in gaming to exist.
It is. It
Yeah.
just is.
It's phenomenal, and World is one of the best games, not just Monster Hunter games, but one of the best multiplayer games. Like it's great. But yeah, let's get an input from Joe about how he feels about Sunbreak, because he's like the one that's been nonstop every day, won't shut up about it. So
No, I need this game in my life already. I already know it's gonna be good. There's no way it can disappoint me unless it like just gets canceled or some mess.
you have a
But,
favorite new weapon skill?
the hammer ones. It's just hunting horn, and I'm here for it.
We have two Insect Glaive lovers.
Do we?
Surprising. You and Katie both love it.
I love it so much.
Yes.
I think it's it's probably my top. It's my third favorite Silkbind skill. The fucking bat swing
Fucking
with your insect. It looks phenomenal. It looks so sick.
It
But yeah,
just-
how do the Insect Glaive enjoyers like it?
I'm still new to the Monster Hunter franchise, but looking at the swap skill with the trailer for Sunbreak, it looks so much fun. Like I'm pretty sure you can just fight the enemy in the air forever if you know how to time it and everything.
yeah.
And I'm just
probably.
like, what the heck? This is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
they're just making it more like enjoyable. And I feel like the weapons are gonna be like, I feel like weapon is just going to be more fun, and I feel like it's going to be more easy to use too, in my opinion, because
It's also
go ahead.
giving you more opportunity to get your damage in instead of just being the distraction, flying around in the sky like a pretty little fairy or some shit. But
Yeah, because they took away the ability to mount.
Yeah.
They did?
yeah,
Well, I mean, like it's still kind of there, but you can't like.
insect glaive
It's not the way
can't
that
really
you
do it.
think. You can, but
Oh.
like other people are already hitting the monster. It's like Insect Glaive was the one to like be in the air, do the mounting damage, getting to that certain point, and then mount them, because that's what they do. They're always flying in the air. But I feel like it got even weaker since World and Iceborne.
Yeah.
Because Insect Glaive, I was doing damage. I was flipping and dipping. I was doing all that mess. But I was also doing damage. And I feel like in this game, Insect Glaive doesn't do damage. Like, it does 11 every now and then.
I mean, has Insect Glaive ever done damage?
Yeah, you can make it do damage.
You can definitely do damage.
can.
But the Kinsect doesn't work the same as it used to in World. Like, the way that that you get your stacks, it just doesn't work the same.
You were telling me about that because I never played Iceborne or World like crazy, but you were saying like the Insect Glaive was like, it was just crazy. Like you could do so much stacks or like builds with that weapon to make it like
Yeah, you can make like
more
different
powerful.
Kinsects that do different things. They do damage on their own. The way they attack was different. It was a whole ass thing. But I feel like in World it's a little simpler. It's not really the same. That's why I never looked at it. I never used it. I never played with it because I'm just like it's not what it was. But I think now like they're bringing back some of those stuff. There's more. There was like more news about the Insect Glaive, like the way the Kinsect worked. It's like reformed. It's like way it used to be. Like when you get the stuff in the like it leaves pollen in the air. They're based on what stack it is, white, red, or orange, or green for healing.
right.
So it's like they're bringing some stuff back, and it's good because Insect Glaive was kind of one of those weapons. I was like, no, it's really fucking bad. Not bad. You can do damage in this game with any weapon. It's just Insect Glaive wasn't fun anymore. Yeah.
I mean that's understandable.
Me and Joe are the Hammer Bros.
Yes, sir.
Started on Switch Hammer,
Yeah.
and then we moved to PC, and we were the Sword and Shield brothers. Yeah, Sword and Shield was fun. I think it's my second favorite ability, the whole oil thing and the flinching. But my favorite ability is probably Switch Axe.
Really?
Switch Axe, the whole elemental counter discharge. I think it's gonna be a real powerful one. It's gonna be super like. It's gonna be super essential to Switch Axe users and gameplay from now on.
Ooh, you know which one I was looking at? The fucking great sword one, where you're fucking sitting there holding that shit. Then you go into a block stance and you're still powering up, and then you slash. Ugh, I cannot wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they gave a lot of weapons counters because mobility and like this weapon is slow, so let's just give it a counter.
Right.
So
And they made it easier for longsword to counter, like it wasn't easy enough.
right, like they gave this longsword a whole ass new ability that's never been existed. So I'm just like, what the fuck? But apparently we're getting more subbind skills
Yeah.
later.
I mean, does it make you want to try other weapons besides your main weapons, like all these new swap skills?
It does.
Honestly, not really. I already switched between like 4 different weapons, so it's
I
like,
really
It makes-
only play for
yeah.
weapons, bro.
I'm
makes
quiet.
me-
If anything, I'll just pick up heavy bowgun. I already wanted to try it anyway.
It makes
I thought
me
you were
want to
gonna-
play.
for the
I thought you were gonna
weapons.
play Hunting Horn.
I would love to play Hunting Horn.
I'll
like to
think
learn.
about it.
See, I only
Switch Axe,
play
too.
Insect Glaive, so I definitely want to try more now.
I
I think-
think
I don't, because you know, you guys, I've told you that like I started Monster Hunter like way back in the day. Like I was a dual blade user, you know,
me too.
typical weeb shit, you know, fucking flying around,
On
flipping, cutting, and then like in World, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna still rock with it. And then I moved to Hammer. I went to Longsword. I tried a lot of weapons out in World. That was like the one where I tried out almost every single weapon except for Lance. Lance is corny. Regular Lance. Gun Lance was kind of sick in World. It was overpowered as fuck. But yeah, I just tried a lot of weapons there, and I think that experience kind of helped me know what weapons I give a shit about. So like in Rise is pretty much dual blades, switch axe, sword and shield, longsword sometimes. I might try Insect Glaive. I'll probably like see what they do to it, and then maybe I'll go back to great sword. But other
I
than
think
that,
you'll
it's
like
pretty much my main 3 weapons. Yep.
Well, what do you guys think about the new monsters? Do you like them? Do you think they could be better, or do you think they're fine the way they are?
The brand new ones, I think they're sick, and then the old ones that are coming back, I'm also happy for those. But like, you guys already know who I want to come back. I'm glad Estalos is in here. That's been my first time fighting him, so
Me too.
that'll be mad fun.
If you guys don't know who Joe's talking about, he's talking about a nerd.
Come on now, my boy.
The poster child for World, that was the boy. I do want him back just as much as Joe, but I am one of those people that's like, I'll wait. I've been waiting. Like, he was in, like, he's a big part of Iceborne and World, so I understand why he didn't come back immediately. They're, like, making way for other monsters. It's sick.
And also how much they like gassed him up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they gassed him up a lot.
So yeah, in the story he's like second, like other than Zora Magnaros, he's like kind of like the other boy of the game that they talk about a lot, that they just name drop every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think also the hub of Iceborne of Sunbreak. It looks sick.
I'm
Like,
excited.
It'll be looking nice.
The Gathering Hub is outside. Like the whole thing is outside. It looks so cool.
That's
A lot of the new characters look nice. Like a lot of like the new general, the new helpers. Calm is in the game too, believe it or not. The guy with the long ears and the green pants.
Yeah, Calm is in the game. It's
Calm
kind
is
of
in the
crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know. No, he looks just. I
is-
seen it. He looks like me. It was wild.
This is the part of the video where Calm puts a picture of him just to like
Just
next to
fucking-
Ethan. Like, look, this is me, bro. Like, but yeah, a lot of the characters look sick. I think the main 3, like Luna Garen, King Kong, and fucking Malzo, they all look great. I think
Malzeno looks so sick.
I think
want
that
them amiibos.
Malzo is gonna be like the big annoying one, because the way that his mechanic works, that his fight is so different. Like, you have to be super careful in this fight. Like, which it's good that whenever they bring a character, like whenever they bring a monster like that you have to like think about it, because a lot of these monsters we fought before, and like we know them, and like, they're not hard. But when they bring a monster like this, Jesus Christ. And I think all 3 of them are going to be difficult in their own ways, and it's great. And obviously they're bringing back Stalos.
Wasn't there a hermit crab?
Yeah, the crab. The crab is
I
coming
want to
back.
fight him so bad.
Shogun crab. Oh,
Beat
he
its
looks sick.
ass.
And there's also what's that one with the scales?
The Pinecone Dragon.
The what?
Pinecone dragon?
What's his name? Fuck. Cerelios? Whatever.
I don't know.
He's like a super over another fan favorite.
Oh, Sergios,
Yeah,
whatever his name
Sergio.
is. Yeah.
He's like super, like he like throws scales from his bodies and it inflict. I think it inflicts bleed, right?
yeah, Bleed's gonna be back.
Yeah,
Bleed's
it's gonna
come
be
back
OD.
in a strong way. And yeah, I don't know. They've been doing a lot of good stuff. Every time they say something on Twitter or like on YouTube, it's like hype. Even if it's like not something that you care about, like a weapon or something, you're like, damn, this is kind of sick. And like obviously, Master Rank is gonna be a bitch, because whenever Master Rank comes back, we need all
We're
high
gonna
rank.
struggle.
High rank ain't nothing compared to fucking Master Rank.
No, Master Rank is different.
And then the real OGs of the Monster Hunter world know about G rank. Oh, G rank was a time. That was a good time.
I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stay down at rank 6 in this fucking game,
Bro, you're still at rank. Oh my god.
Yes, dude.
Come on now.
I've been playing. I'm trying to get these
Like-
upgrades.
I'm HR 302. Joe is like almost 200. And Canty, I think Canty on his Switch account is like what, 200?
I'm over 100, I think, because the last time I touched it was just grinding Valstrax armor and everything.
Yeah. So pretty much like been for like the past like month for me and Joe, it's just been like
No,
decoration.
we've been grinding mad
You've been
hard.
doing Deegan hours on that fucking
We've been helping. We haven't just been playing for us. We've been like helping people out and stuff like that. But yeah, we were helping like a lot of people gain up, like a lot of the homies, and then like some other streamers. But yeah, it's great ever seeing everybody come back to the game and like play it, because Monster Hunter is like that game that I don't think anybody can talk shit about. There's obviously things you don't like about it, and that's fine. It's whatever. But I think Monster Hunter is just that series that is just so gas. that like you can't hate on it, even if you tried. It's just too fun. I don't know.
Wait, what was that new ability you were saying though about bleed? That's like a new element for like.
Oh, it's a
Oh, bleed's been a status.
Yeah,
but
they just didn't
there's
bring
no
it back
monsters
in
that had it yet, so
Oh, that I want him back from World. I forgot that monster.
Odegaron.
Odegaron.
Yeah.
That's him. He's bleed.
I can see him as
Pretty
a,
much.
as a
That
as a
sounds
secret
fun as
monster.
hell.
I would love. That is my favorite armor design in Monster Hunter. and
Yeah, I
would
used
love
that
for them
layered
to bring
armor
it
a
back.
lot. It was so sick.
It was the best armor I enjoyed, and I
There
would
are
love for him to
rumors.
be
There are
on
rumors
Rise.
of other monsters like Gammoth. Gammoth is one of the Fated Four because we already have Mizu, and then Ostalos is coming back, and then Glavenus could come back. So I don't know. Having the Fated Four again
I need
in this
Glavenus
game,
back.
having them in Rise would be nice because we haven't seen them together in so long. Glavenus was the only one of the Fated Four in World, and then he was so alone that they had to give him a subspecies that was acidic Glavenus. Acidic Glavenus.
No, that
is garbage.
subspecies could be kept.
Right.
Jesus.
This is that thing is the skeleton for Gammoth is kind of hard to implement. So I guess it's like they have to work around, the way that they coded Rise and stuff like that. It's like a whole new skeleton. Like, you know how big Gammoth is? Like, Gammoth is a whole ass mammoth. Like, she's huge. So like she's a new skeleton because a lot of the skeletons for the monsters are kind of the same, like the dragons, and then like the beasts. That's why like Bareth and like Nargacuga look the same because they have the same skeleton. That's kind of like how they get around not being too complicated and the game breaking and things like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, but I do feel like they limit themselves doing that because it's like you can bring so many weird ass monsters back,
Yeah.
But yeah, I do hope the Gammoth rumors are true. I miss her. I want her to come back, and then I also want Glavenus to come back because he's like one of the best monsters ever made.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We're all
Bring back
excited for
Braki,
Simber.
please.
A lot of
my
people
boy
saying
back.
they want to. What's that fucking one monster that everybody's talking about? Fuck.
I don't know
Which
who
one?
everybody is.
I don't know. I'm looking at Gammoth because I don't know what Gammoth looks like.
The frog one, or
What is it? What the fuck? It's like purple and black. Fucking. It's like a beast.
Gormagala? Is
Yeah,
it Gormagala?
Everybody wants Gormagala.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking that up.
Yeah,
It's one of those-
search up Gormagala.
it's
Gormagala
gassed.
looks so gassed.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Sounds like when I choke on my food.
Got it.
Just spell it wrong and then put monster.
Wait, Gormagala looks cool.
Yeah, it's an
though.
elder dragon.
It's like
Oh, this
I think
armor,
it's the first beast elder dragon. Like it looks like like it's like the skeleton's like built like
God.
Nargacuga and them things like that. Yeah.
I love the freaking. Oh, dang. This looks cool. I could see this monster coming back. It looks fucking awesome.
But we'll see.
Love the colors.
Some leaks are always are right. Some leaks are wrong. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's move on to Joe's favorite. News that's come out last week.
I've been waiting for this.
Now,
Oh my god.
now, contrary to belief, we are all Sonic fans, all of us. But the biggest Sonic fan, like I said in the beginning of the episode, is Joe.
That'd be
I'll
me.
I'll let him explain his feelings on
Brother.
Frontiers and how
Frontiers, what a game, right?
we'll all say what we think about it.
Listen,
But let's let have Joe.
listen. I have been waiting for this game. Well, a new game, or at least a new mainline game in general, since Forces came out. That must came out in 2017, so that was 5 years ago.
Wow.
God damn.
Yeah.
What we're getting now, I'll say interesting to say the least. Now, it's not necessarily bad, but it just looks unfinished, and I need it to be finished. It's already been internally delayed once.
Now
If they need to delay it again, I don't care.
because you were telling me that they've been working on this game for 5 years,
Since Forces came out, yeah.
and they released.
Because, I mean, obviously, they've been dropping stuff. Like, they
Yeah.
had Colors Ultimate, they had freaking the racing game came out too, actually.
Yeah.
And
So-
a bunch of other stuff, so.
Do you feel like it's fair to say a year delay makes sense, or like 6 months?
Listen, about delays, I don't care if it gets delayed as long as it comes out finished and it's good.
I agree.
So take as much time as you need. obviously I want it to come out, but like if it comes out and it's bad, it's like what's the point?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
It's like all their efforts doesn't like make sense. Like say
yeah. There's no point if it comes out bad, and no one wants this game to be bad. Well,
No.
some people do for some reason, but yeah, just make it finish, please.
Now, do you think the criticism it's getting is fair? Like,
Most
obviously-
of the stuff I've seen is right because it's mostly been about like how barren the world is and how the animations are unfinished, obviously.
true.
But the world, if that's how it's gonna look when it comes out, then there's a problem.
If that's
but
the world,
Because I remember we
like
were like
I
speculating.
get
like,
it's
what
supposed to
is
be
it?
open, but it shouldn't be that open because you're gonna be running most of the time, obviously.
this bitch
But
empty.
like if it's just nothing to do, yeah, it can't just be a running simulator.
Now, do you think it's a little like people go a little too far when they say, "Oh, why does everything have to be a Breath of the Wild copy?" Is that like when I saw that, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
The only part of it that's even close to Breath of the Wild is the puzzles, and I don't know why there are puzzles in it, to be honest.
There's puzzles. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there was puzzles
Yes.
in the game. In the
It showed it in the first trailer, not the
Oh, the
combat
first
one.
trailer.
yeah, the one
yeah.
that came out on Tuesday. Yeah, it was like
I don't know why there's puzzles in it, or at least puzzles that make you have to stop and do them when you should be running. But
that beats me.
it beats me. I don't know. Regardless, Sonic looks fine. They're still using the Forces model, which people were mad about at some point.
Oh, it's an old model.
Yeah,
It's not an old model. It's just the Forces model specifically wasn't very good.
It's-
just because how they used
it's
it.
the most recent model, is what we'll say.
It looks better
Well,
here
it's the
than it
most
did in
recent
Forces.
3D.
Yeah, because in Forces he didn't have an idle animation. It didn't really have any animations for it. And then like the quills were shorter. That was an argument on Twitter for like 2 weeks for some reason. So that was something. Just because the quills were shorter, and I was like, oh, he's a lighter blue. I'm like, it's Sonic. Get over it.
Not y'all fucking, not y'all
No.
giving shit about the shade of blue that they use.
No, it was just people getting mad over little stuff. I'm like, I just want the game to be good.
super,
that's so much
super
to ask.
nitpicky, I guess.
It was mad nitpicky, but I mean, I kind of understand it because we're starving out here. But like,
Yeah.
Nah,
But
I
also
just want
kind of
the game
like,
to be good.
like the other
Oh,
game,
yeah.
the other game that came,
Oh, yeah.
that's coming out, for some.
man.
oh yeah.
Is it
Origins?
Origins?
Oh, Origins looks
Origins is
fucking
gonna be
great.
sick.
How?
Well, it's just the older games remastered on because Sonic 3 has never had the full screen port. Actually, it hasn't been ported that much. Actually, it's just 1, 2, and CD really. But that'll be fun. There's a bunch of extra stuff they're adding into it, so I'll be good. And I think they're gonna be cutscenes for everything now too. They're like animating cutscenes for every game.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, no, that'll be sick. But no, they're adding a bunch of stuff to it, and it's 1, 2, 3, and CD. So, well, and Knuckles, obviously, but it'll be a fun time.
I just remember the days when Sonic 2, the movie, came out. And we were like,
Bro,
There's no way.
It's so good.
we
Yo,
like,
we
"There's no
was, we
way
was
this game-"
clamoring, bro. We was
Bro.
really like coming out of the theaters like, yeah, Sonic Frontier is gonna be the greatest thing ever. And
Man,
now look at us. Fool.
I need Frontiers to be a good game.
It can't be bad. There's no way.
How are they
Yeah, if
fumbling
it's-
and it hasn't come out, bro?
There's no way
Honestly,
you.
just be better than Forces, please.
Yeah.
That's not asking much.
There's no way you work on a game for 5 years, like the way Sega works. And, you know, Sega listens to their fans,
Do they?
and like
Yeah.
they listen to the.
No, they
community.
do.
They
They,
listen a
really
lot.
do.
So
Okay,
like,
cool.
I feel like they will delay it and take the criticism hard. Well, hopefully not too hard.
I mean, we build them to change how Sonic looked
Right.
in the movie.
I
so
think we can make
there's-
some
I'm
change.
pretty sure we can do something.
So hopefully, very hopefully that this game is delayed and it comes out fantastic because I feel like 3D Sonic hasn't taken a W in like a long ass time.
I feel like it's not. There hasn't been that many bad things. It's just there's been such a wait in between the last bad thing.
Yeah.
Because the last big game was Forces, and that was 5 years ago, and we haven't had a new game
That
since
shit was
then.
ass.
Yeah, that
I never
game was
played
good.
it. I couldn't.
Don't.
So I'm so happy for you.
Just watch me play it.
You're gonna play it?
Oh yeah, I have them.
Twitch.tv, Brigadier Jo.
I mean, I want to play for myself anyway.
So
I would love to
bro.
play that game for the trolls, but I really want to play Sonic 06.
It's not worth it.
It's
really
not worth it?
Play Sonic
No,
06.
it's not worth it.
I
I
have
play
to.
Sonic 06.
Like,
Sonic, I love
there's
that
people
game.
out there that
I'm not gonna lie.
There's good stuff about it, the music.
The music in Forces was okay.
But you can't
Like,
tell me that game is good.
there's really good songs in there. Everything else is whatever. To me, at least. Because some people love it, but that's just not my type of music.
Well, who do you want? Because there's always going to be side characters in Sonic games, but who do you want to come back at Sonic Frontiers? Do you want Sonic to be by
Obviously, I
himself?
want Shadow to be playable for just because it's Shadow,
cool.
obviously. But I don't think there's gonna be that many people. Well, there should be. I don't know what the story's about though. So
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I think
another
the main
confusing
Well,
part.
all-
Yeah, the story.
yeah.
All they said was that Sonic's exploring this island he ended up stranded on. So I don't know
That's
how many
Yeah.
characters they're even gonna put in this. But
I just don't know what it's about, so I can't really say yet.
some heavy
Sonic do
copium I
really-
have, though.
he really be teleporting to the randomest worlds in the fucking franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic Lost World was literally a floating area in the sky. So
Yeah,
I actually like that game a
Sometimes
lot.
he goes
I
back
played
in
it again.
time, you know? Fucking
Goes back in time multiple times.
give me a remaster of Sonic and the Secret Rings and Black Knight.
Bro,
Thank you very much.
heavy copium. I need Excalibur and Frontier.
Remasters for those games would be sick.
You got no idea
That's
how much
you're
I want
heavy copium.
Yeah, heavy copium, bro. If they
well, I heard the world setting's fucking sick, but like, was it the gameplay mechanics awful for the
For
Secret Rings?
Black Knight, no. For Secret Wings, it was horrible.
I heard like people said it's dog shit because it was on the Wii.
Because, alright, for Secret Rings, you had to hold the Wiimote sideways like in Smash. But, like, there were still motion controls. So, you had to tilt it.
That's terrible.
Literally, that game was
It
restricted.
was bad.
It was
It was
awful.
bad. If it wasn't on the Wii, it would have been at least decent.
the story looked good for the game, but the gameplay was literally just terrible.
Ugh. There were some parts that was good, but it wasn't. It was just wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I
So, yeah.
The soundtrack's a banger though.
Oh, Sonic soundtrack will always be phenomenal. I
don't
love
know
Sonic
about
Rush. That's my
always.
favorite soundtrack.
Oh.
Always?
Well,
Which
I
one do you
mean-
hate?
There's a lot of good tracks, but I know there's like, because Sonic Forces doesn't have great music.
Didn't people
Sonic.
like it?
Okay, Forces has some great ones, but overall, it's not one of my favorites. Just because it's like synthwave. Is that what you call it? Yeah, and
Oh,
that's
that
just how
dubstep,
they used it
whatever.
was whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't it just
Yeah.
noises?
If you listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking
you'll
about.
know
I think you showed me to it, and I'm like, this is atrocious.
Because it's not that bad. It's just not my kind of
It's just
music.
not it.
It's not it, champ.
Yeah. What do you think of I mean, what's your least favorite music of Sonic, Joe? Like, which one you're like, this out this?
What's my least favorite music?
Yeah.
Probably Sonic Boom, because it just
Yeah.
didn't sound like Sonic music.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
that
it
one.
wasn't made by. It was made by. Was it Big Red Button?
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't
so
even Sega that made it, or Sonic Team that made it.
Oh,
I
so it
mean.
was its own thing. Oh, wow, that's
No, that's a whole different. It's supposedly a whole different Sonic universe, which makes sense, obviously. But
Because a lot of the characters look so different.
yeah, I actually don't hate him.
I don't.
Knuckles grew on me for some reason.
Yeah, I don't hate the way Sonic and Knuckles look.
No, Sonic looked fine. Tails looks the same. Amy looks good actually. So
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Sonic Frontiers, like I said, there's a lot of emotions going on with that game. I think that game's gonna do fine if they delayed it and give it more time. It's gonna come out next year or end of this year.
it's supposed to be end of this year, but I'm
but
gonna
it-
wait a few months till they show more stuff to
Yeah.
give my like. I mean, I'm gonna get it, obviously, but
The music sounds great though. I'll say that in my opinion. I think
I
the
want to
music-
hear more of the
Yeah, I
soundtrack.
gotta hear more.
I can't really. judge
Also,
it all.
the story, it has to be good just because who's writing it.
Who's that?
It's Ian Flynn. He writes the stories for the comics, and those are
Ooh.
yeah. So it's gonna be good. I think he wrote for the movie.
Sonic 2?
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
I
actually
want to say he did. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Uh-huh.
But no, he's good because in the comics that he wrote, they're good.
Yeah. I like the comics a lot. I think the comics are very
the comics are sick. The new ones are great.
Isn't there a new character?
Yeah.
that you were
There's a
talking
few new characters.
Isn't it Surge, right?
Surge, yeah.
Surge is probably one of the sickest characters I've ever seen. In a Sonic.
No, literally every new character they've put in has been good, and it's ridiculous.
Surge is tight, bro. All the fan art that
Surge is
people make
gas.
is just incredible.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I could read a Sonic comic, to be honest.
Probably decent there.
IDW. Oh, well, the old ones are all there's. You can find them at a comic shop near you.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
But the new ones are on IDW.
Gotcha.
I think
Yeah.
Sonic's gonna have a new transformation.
And Frontiers? I don't think so.
I hope.
You don't think so? Because
Why
I saw
would
his
they give
abilities.
But why would they give him a new transformation?
Because like I saw the new ability he was doing. Like his dash had like little sparkles and stuff.
Oh, his
don't know if
Pokemon
that's his
Ranger
new
abilities.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm just like,
yeah.
I mean, of course, Supersonic's gonna be a no-brainer, but like, I feel like it's gonna be a new. There's gonna be like a new transformation just for that game.
You know how
I could be wrong
cracked
though.
Supersonic is? Like, you know how like scientifically, you know how like strong Supersonic is? Like,
No.
he's
Supersonic is actually broken.
Yeah.
there's no need for another one. Maybe maybe
No.
it looks a little different.
I mean, Hypersonic. Sure.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
It's broken Supersonic. So
My
There's a
only
lot of-
issues with Frontier so far. There's nothing in it. Sonic is slow as fuck. He doesn't.
True.
He doesn't move. He's not connected to the.
okay,
environment.
so I don't know if it's just who was playing it or if he's just slow.
I couldn't tell either.
Yeah, whoever was playing that demo. Nah,
Shout out to the
bro.
IGN guy, freaking fumbling that
Right.
mess. But no, he doesn't look good. Or he doesn't look fast.
Yeah.
It's
And
not.
that's
It wasn't a good.
Obviously a problem.
It's like to the detriment of the game because it's like he didn't play it well.
No, he didn't. Especially in the first one, it was bad.
It's probably an early game. It's probably like an early version of the game. It's probably not what it is right now.
People are saying it's an early version. I believe it.
I believe it.
I mean, if it's not,
It
then they
looks
got some
super
work to
early.
do, obviously. But
The world looks barren, wasteful. Like
and I get
there's some shots
how
that
it's
look,
barren, but like, you gotta make it look better.
If they gave us story information on why it looks like this, cool. I'm cool with it. But
yeah, like if
we
it's
don't
an
I
have
abandoned
shit.
island.
Regardless, I think this story's gonna be good just because he's writing it.
Yeah.
I
But
think so too.
I needed the actual gameplay to be good for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things about this game. There's a lot of worrying things about this game, but you know, have high hopes for this game. We all do. Hopefully.
I feel like it's still too early to judge, but like off of what they've shown, there's work to be done. Obviously,
And
You
it's
know,
cool too that like you're being honest about it as well, because a lot of people can be on heavy copium when it comes to their
no,
favorite
I'm
franchise.
gonna be honest about my boy. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like some people are heavy copium when it comes to like their favorite franchise and everything, and I'm just like, the game looks a little rough, feels very stiff, but I think there's a lot they can improve on, and I think they can make it better from continuing forward.
No, because if you're not being honest about it, nothing's gonna be done about it. So,
Right.
by all means, fix it.
By all means, delay it, please.
By all means, if you have to delay, I don't care.
what you
No
gotta
one's,
do.
Let it come
no
out
one's
good.
gonna say no to a delayed game. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should wrap up episode 1. Talked a lot about games we're excited for coming out news wise. Some games coming out sooner, you know. Some coming in this month, some coming in a few months, some next year that we're excited for. It's been a good talk.
Fun times.
I would like to thank our special guest, Joe.
Of course.
Filling
Happy
in
to
for
be here.
Talks. You know, shout out to the boy Talks.
Mr. Talks Trisset.
All of Joe's, well, not all of his Twitter and his Twitter in YouTube.
The ones I use.
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
he's on. They'll be in the link in the YouTube video. This has been your boy Snorlax. That is your boy Calm. This is your boy Canty. And thank you to our special guest Joe for coming on the episode. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was great. Hopefully he comes back for like another, maybe a specific Sonic episode. We'll see. You know, he's a very busy man.
I hope so.
Yeah. Bye everyone. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.